Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to the Live Decoder, the channel where we explore relationship psychology in depth, free from fairy tale nonsense. I'm your host, and today we're discussing why the phrase, "they're too good for me," can sound like a death sentence for your love life.
You know what blows my mind? How many amazing people get stuck in the friend zone or hear things like, "You're perfect," but there's just no spark. Today, we're breaking down why being too nice isn't a compliment. It's a diagnosis. And more importantly, what you can do about it. Stick around until the end, because I'm sharing a simple technique that completely transformed my relationships and the relationships of hundreds of people I know. Spoiler alert, it's not about becoming a bad person. It's about becoming real. Let's dive in.
All right, let's be realistic for a moment. Most of us grew up watching Disney films where the prince saves the princess by being exceptionally kind and selfless. Or romantic comedies where the main character gets the girl simply because he's nice. Newsflash, real life isn't The Notebook. Here's what actually happens. You meet someone you like. You start doing everything right. You're always available when they call. You agree with everything they say. You remember every single word they tell you. You cancel your plans for them. And what do you get in return? "You're so wonderful, but I just don't feel that chemistry." Sound familiar? Welcome to the Too Nice Club. Membership is free, but it comes at the cost of your happiness in relationships.
Here's the thing. Our brains are wired to crave variety. This is known as hedonic adaptation, a fancy term for a simple concept. We get used to good things. Imagine your favorite song playing all the time. After a week, you'd be ready to smash the radio. The same thing happens in relationships when you become predictable. Look at the most popular TV shows, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, and Sherlock. What do they all have in common? Unpredictability. You never know what's coming next. Now imagine a show where the main character always makes the right choices, never makes mistakes, and is loved by all. Sounds boring? Because it would be. I used to be that nice guy. Back in college, I was dating a girl and I was perfect. Seriously, I remembered all her preferences, I was always there for her, and I never disagreed with her. She dumped me after 3 months. Do you know what she said? "Being with you is too easy. I feel like I'm dating a teddy bear." That's when I realized that people don't fall in love with teddy bears. They fall in love with humans. Complex, unpredictable, living humans.
Emotional dynamics can be like a roller coaster. There are ups and downs and unexpected turns. That's what makes your heart race. Look at famous couples. Take Johnny Depp and Amber Heard before their relationship turned toxic, or Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, or Jay-Z and Beyoncé, for example. They all had one thing in common: drama, passion, conflict, reconciliation. Important clarification: no, I'm not saying you should create toxic relationships. I'm talking about healthy dynamics. Think of it like a good cocktail. You need sweetness, but you also need tartness. Without the tartness, it's just sugary water. Here are some practical techniques to add that tartness. The push-pull technique. Show interest, then step back slightly. For example, "This restaurant looks amazing, but I can only come next Friday. I've got plans this week." Playful teasing. Not insults, but lighthearted challenges, like, "Oh, you're one of those people who orders salad on a first date." Bold choice. Strategic unpredictability. Instead of asking, "What do you want to watch?" say, "Get dressed. I'll pick you up in 20 minutes. It's a surprise."
Let me tell you about my friends Mike and Sarah. Mike was doing everything right.
He bought flowers every week, showered her with compliments, and never argued with her. But after 2 months, Sarah said she felt overwhelmed by his attention. What did he change? He started being himself. He started expressing his opinions, planning nights out with his friends, and playfully disagreeing with Sarah about films. The result? They've been married for 3 years now. Here's my own mistake. I dated a girl who was always late, every single time by 20 to 30 minutes. The old me would wait silently because nice guys don't create conflict. One day, however, I said, "Hey, I really value our time together, but the constant lateness makes me feel like my time isn't important. Can we figure out a solution?" She apologized and started showing up on time. More importantly, she said that she respected me for being honest. Here's your healthy boundaries checklist. I express my opinion even when it differs from theirs. I have hobbies and friends outside the relationship. I'm not always available at a moment's notice. I can say no without feeling guilty. I'm not afraid of constructive conflict.
Okay, theory is great, but what can you do right now? The 70-30 rule. 70% of the time, be the amazing person you are. The other 30% of the time, add unpredictability, playfulness, and gentle challenges. The mirror technique. Match their energy. If they pull away, don't chase them, pull away too. If they initiate closeness, respond with warmth. The intrigue technique. Don't reveal everything about yourself in the first few weeks. Leave room for curiosity. Try saying things like, "I have a funny story about that. I'll tell you another time." Important warning, this isn't manipulation. It's about becoming a more interesting version of yourself.
Friends, here's what I want you to remember. Being a good person is amazing, but being only good is boring. People don't fall in love with perfect partners. They fall in love with those who make them feel something. Joy, intrigue, excitement, sometimes even a little frustration. Your homework for this week is to pick one technique I described today. Try it in your relationship, then come back and tell me in the comments what happened. And remember, you're not becoming a bad person by adding some spice to your relationship. You're becoming more human. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. See you in the next video, where we'll be talking about how to read the hidden signals in relationships. Until then, keep it real.